Hey everyone, Tinman here, back with some more Dota Underlords. We're going to be playing in some ranked standard mode here. What do we got? We've got Bristleback. Still a great unit even after his nerf. Same with Chaos Knight, even though he was not nerfed. Still really solid units here. And Bloodseeker goes really well into Bloodbound builds. Drow Ranger with Hunters and Savages is a good combo. Not too keen on Arc Warden at the moment. I think Drow Ranger is probably a better unit right off the bat, although Bloodseeker has the highest upside. I think Drow Ranger makes a bit more sense when considering the Bristleback. That's just a better pairing Savages and Hunters than Savages and Bloodbound, for instance. Bloodbound's kind of like its own thing, and you know, it can Bloodseeker can kind of carry the fights on his own. He doesn't need anybody else. But I think I want the Drow Ranger initially. Also, probably just has more impact in this initial. The first round, trying to win this first round just because, you know, she doesn't just kill herself off like Bloodseeker has a tendency to do initially because you don't quite have enough damage output or buffs for him. We do find the Ogre Cap though. Yeah, sure. I'll pick that up and actually we'll change our mind. We changed our mind. Now we got Ogre Cap Bloodseeker plus Chaos Knight. Plus another Chaos Knight. Hello. And an Ogre Magi? That looks good. You know, get another Bloodbound in here. Chaos Knight, I think, is a touch better than Bristleback to hold it, just because of his Demon Alliance. He gets the bonus attack damage, and I think that's a little bit better than Bristleback, although Bristleback could stack up some brawny kills. I don't know if it's that important as opposed to trying to keep winning the rounds. I think Chaos Knight is a touch better in that regard, just because he hits so much harder with that the Bloodbound Alliance, thanks to the Demon. Look at the chunks. Alright. So, with an Ogre Cap and a pair of Chaos Knights initially, I really like the idea of going towards like a Knights build that uses Legion Commander and the Ogre Cap. And so it doesn't really use Bloodseeker very much. It uses Mr. Warlock and a bunch of Knights behind it. Hey, there's the Mr. Warlock. Perfect. And also can use Legion Commander, who counts as a Knight, and also counts as a Bloodbound. So I think with that in mind, I think I'm going to sell off this Bristleback and this Razor to get up to 9 gold, and then hope that we... Actually, I may just sell that Ogre Magi off to make sure we grab interest. I was thinking maybe I just hope that we win the round, but kind of glad that I did that change because I don't know that we actually win this. Our opponent has... Wait, our opponent's level 4, but they only have 3 units in play? Oh. I just looked up, I saw they were level 4, and I thought, oh, crap, this is bad. But actually, it is bad. We are going to lose. So glad I did that to maximize my interest here. Trade one Bloodbound for another. In terms of a sacrifice unit, Mr. Warlock's better, and it also fits better into a Knight's build because you want to get Warlocks along with Necrophos or Witch Doctor, and you also want to get healers along with the Omni Knight, plus those other ones. We find a Luna here. Yeah, let's pick up Luna. And I just want to blacklist everything else here. Shadow Fiend, not that appealing when we have Chaos Knight, because he's constantly going to be interrupted when he tries to cast. And Luna might actually be better with an Ogre Cap right now, but I'm not really defending a win streak, so I'm not going to think too hard about it. If we were trying to defend a win streak, maybe I'd put in the Luna. I think it might be a touch stronger just for the glaive bounces, but it's kind of close. Between that and Chaos Knight, who just chunks a single target so hard. Do get the win. Nice. Doesn't hurt to buy up everything else, even if I'm probably not going to play them. And at some point, I probably want to level. So I could reroll to try to find maybe another Ogre Cap, but I also run the risk of just getting some really bad items. And Vanguard's pretty good, so I think I'm going to be pretty happy. Excuse me, just running that Ogre or that Vanguard right now with our Knights. You see a pair of Storm Spirits. Could go towards a Spirit build, but that doesn't really gel with the Ogre Cap start that we have. I think I just want to level here so that I can run the Luna plus the Chaos Knight here. Sell off. Oh, it only sells up to 18. I thought it was getting me up to 19. I just counted Weaver as 2. He's now a 1-cost unit. Anyway, we get the win. We should get the win here, I imagine. Yeah. Looks like it. And keep on our... Well, it's not a win streak quite yet, but what, 2 wins in a row? So I got these pair of Storm Spirits, which I do think Spirits are a good build. I just don't know if Bloodbound is the right way to start into that. Generally, you want Crystal Maidens, you want Razors, Storm Spirits, and Earth Spirits, and just general more Spirits. You find a 2-star Warlock, that's pretty decent. I don't think in any scenario we're playing Treant Protector or Viper, so I'm just going to sell those off to get up to 20 gold. And yeah, we can pick up a pair of Life Stealers, which I'm not a big fan of Brutes right now, just because the meta involves a lot of ranged DPS. It involves a lot of Hunters. It involves a lot of Lunas or Mages. So Brutes are just going to struggle against that kind of opponent, simply because you just can't reach their damage dealers to apply the Brute debuff. So, not a huge fan of Brutes in the current meta. That's why I'm probably not going to play these Life Stealers, even if I get them up to 2-star. And we just sold off the Treant Protector, so that makes it even worse. We do find the 2-star Life Stealer, but I just don't feel like that's the play here. Really don't. So I'm just going to sell them off. Get up to 30 gold for interest. I'm just not a fan of Brutes at the moment. My opponent really has a target buddy right in the middle of my team. It's like in the perfect spot. Unfortunately, they also have a 2-star Bloodseeker. That is probably going to beat us. Oh yeah, not even close. Opponent is running a very similar build to us. They just, have far more 2-stars with a 2-star Luna, a 2-star Bloodseeker. So they are looking much stronger. Actually, multiple opponents are looking at the same style of build here. We haven't found a Legion Commander either, which is a little concerning to me. Buy the Warlock. I want to reroll here at this level. Oh, hey, there we go. We found the Luna. I could level up this turn. And I probably should have. But I was too busy calculating, and getting that 2-star Luna meant a whole lot, so I wasn't really keen on making that swap quite yet. Yeah, another opponent on Knights. They don't have an Ogre Cap though, so I'm not quite as concerned. I think Ogre Cap is a very important part of a Knights build. Unfortunately, we do lose by 37 HP. Unlucky. But it does mean a free reroll, which might be lucky. I wanted to stay at that lower level for a moment just to get the reroll, and because leveling up from 4 to 5 is what drops your tier 2 unit odds from 35 down to 30%, and I know I'm looking for tier 2 units like Chaos Knight and Luna, so I was not really eager to jump up to level 5. Not a huge fan of these items. I think Crystallis is probably the best, but it's kind of middle of the road as far as tier 2 items go. I'm a big fan of Desolator though. This item is like pretty much always going to be very strong. And no matter what your build is and at what point of the game, it just feels like it's a very strong item. Alright, now let's level up. Now I can throw in an extra Mr. Warlock. And, still rocking a 1-star Chaos Knight, but the 2-star Bloodseeker should probably let us keep winning. Because he's so much better than a 1-star, and we've got an extra Sacrifice unit in here for him. Unfortunately, we're going to run up against this barricade, so not the best formation-wise. But Bloodseeker with the Desolator, just like making sure whoever he's trying to focus is just super vulnerable, is so good on him. Because it goes to all the different targets, and it's one of the better items on him because he constantly is swapping targets. And of course, you really want to kill whoever he is attacking to make sure he constantly grows. Alright, so got the win there. Still looking for more Knights to get to 2-star. What Underlord do I want in this style of build? I think I like damage support and Nessex. Since we've got some Bloodbounds, we want to ramp up their damage output, and also Enthrall is pretty easy to complete with things like Bloodseeker and Chaos Knight and Luna providing some good single target damage. Mirana's super strong, but I don't think she's a fit for this style of build. If you're going to more savage-heavy build, Mirana's so important. Like savages and hunters, Mirana's one of the best. I don't think that's where we're going with this build. I think we're going for knights here. Looks like this is not going that... Oh, it is going that well, actually. About to say, our Bloodbounds have not died, but that means Luna is still up, and we enthrall their 2-star Chaos Knight. So we don't have our own Chaos Knight 2-star, but we have their Chaos Knight 2-star, which is almost as good, but it is unfortunately not quite good enough as we do drop there. Let's level up to 6 for this next round, and get an Abaddon. I really don't think these options are anything that I want. There's a Legion Commander. That'll work. She's another Bloodbound unit. Effectively. It is a little bit late to get her online, but I think in this style of build she does scale pretty well, and she doesn't really need the early dual damage if you've got Bloodbound. That, you know, if she gets one Bloodbound buff, that kind of makes up for all the dual damage that you could realistically have gotten at this point. So she'll still be pretty strong. The question is she ever going to get a duel off? Yes, yes she does, and does some pretty good damage in just the 2 auto attacks she did right there at the end. And I think she just fits in well with knights. And eventually, if we do cut Bloodseeker and just run a Warlock as a sacrifice, then Legion Commander is also kind of another unit that can die and empower the Luna on the back line. It's an Omni Knight, not too shabby. I am a little concerned that we're not finding more knights because there are 2 other people on it. So it is going to be a little bit difficult. And a couple other people on the Legion Commanders, a lot of people on Lunas. Yeah. Popular build. That being said, still in pretty good shape here. Hopefully this Warlock, Warlock dies, empowers the Luna and the Bloodseeker, and Legion Commander is hopefully going to cast a duel before this fight's over. Nope, she's not cast a duel. But that's alright, we get the win. Bloodseeker and Luna. Great combos for these Bloodbounds here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I was thinking we wanted like a Knights heavier build, but at this point, I might just go all in on this Bloodseeker strat. Definitely pick up a Mask of Madness. That is pretty good on Bloodseeker and on Luna. Since Knights are really struggling to come together, what we might just do is just run all the Bloodseekers, all the Bloodbound. I mean, I've heard of worse strategies. Just run more sacrifices and just try to get multiple 2-star Bloodseekers. It's kind of what our opponent's doing right here. They've got Trolls as well. Legion Commander, one of them dies while walking around. It's not ideal, but... Look how big our whole board is getting, though. Yeah, this is going very well. Yeah, we just maybe don't go to 4 Knights if they're not coming. Don't force it. Just play the Chaos Knight, play the Bloodseekers. I guess I should grab some Ogre Magi's. Now, Legion Commander is not the greatest because the Deadeye means she's walking around a lot. But... you know, she still counts as a Bloodbound, and when she does finally get her auto attacks off, they're pretty darn strong. Or she just feeds away dual damage. That also works. But as long as she's dying efficiently, that means the rest of our Bloodbound are big. Luna, plus 546 damage. Looking good. So yeah, instead of more Knights, I think we just try to find more Bloodseekers and Ogre Magi's and Warlocks. It's Seems fine by me. Probably not Dooms. We don't need that many demons, because we kind of want the Legion Commanders to cast on time. I guess I could grab a Vigilant, which I actually kind of wonder how the Deadeye versus Vigilant interaction works. I could have kept that Mirana, actually. I just sold her off because I wanted interest. But now that I'm thinking about it, since we're running Luna, maybe Vigilant actually works better with Legion Commander to kind of counteract Deadeye? I haven't actually tested that. I'm kind of curious exactly how that works. So we're going to probably find that out. I mean, we're winning so hard right now that I think we've got enough like gold and life total to like try that out if we can find another Mirana or another, I guess just another Vigilant of any sort could work. But Mirana's probably the better option. Assuming these other guys aren't going to be the play. Or I guess it could be Drow Ranger if we find a Necrophos just to get healers and Warlocks. I kind of want Warlocks just to heal up Legion Commander when she casts. And we're already running the Mr. Warlock. So it might make sense. Find Drow Ranger and Necrophos or something like that. We have 60 gold. Holy cow. Yeah, definitely time to just level, throw another Bloodseeker in, and yeah, sell off these Knights, because that's what we're doing. We're doing this all about the Bloodbound strat, all about the carry Luna and carry Bloodseekers. Legion Commander's nice. If she carries, great. If not, as long as Luna or Bloodseeker's going strong. My opponent is literally on the same strategy as me. Just because of how good Bloodbound strats are here. So who will come out ahead? I mean, I'd like to think it's me, but they have a very similar build, so I don't know for sure. It's a fight of who gets bigger faster. I think my opponent's got me. No, their Bloodseeker's so much bigger. Oh, because they've got a Stonehall Cloak. That item got nerfed a little bit. No summons now only count as a quarter of a kill. But yeah, that is a strong build out of my opponent there, even though it's the same build that I've got going. Alright, these are definitely not the items we're looking for. Don't need Hunter Alliance. Vladimir's Offering, heck yeah, that is a great item. Always happy to have a Vladimir's Offering. Item is so strong. Okay, there's a Mirana, so let's try this. Let's see what happens with Vigilant now.
Let me show you what a proper student of magic can do.
I think maybe the Legion Commanders will try to target people if somebody casts right next to them, they'll just start attacking it rather than just go to the lowest health target. I hope that Vigilant overwrites Deadeye, because Deadeye's like actively detrimental here. Yeah, Legion Commanders seem to be a little bit less walking around. I mean, they do walk around a little bit, but they like also kind of, you know, hit the people right in front of them a little bit more. So that seems much better now, to get Vigilant involved here. I mean, okay, we still lose, but... And the Legion Commanders were pretty lackluster, but... I was just mainly focusing on their movement patterns, and that seemed a little bit better for me. So... Maybe I could actually move a... Vlad's Offering to one of them. Because they're going to be roughly in the center of the fight. There's another Mirana. There's a Troll Warlord and a Disruptor. All really strong units. And there's a Mirana. A Necrophos. I think we are off the Necrophos plan because we don't need Drow Ranger. We need the Mirana. Troll Warlord's just great because he's a great unit. Especially because we already have Mask of Madness. We can run Disruptor for Warlocks. And then maybe just Troll Warlord if I want to try to get Trolls involved. I don't know how I'd get Trolls involved in this build, though. Basil would be the only one that would complete an alliance. The healers, but that's not that strong. One Legion Commander got a dual win. Alright, they're still walking around a whole lot like it's nothing. Come on, Legion Commander, just attacks. Well, alright. Still going pretty strong. We're not in first place right now, but we're in a strong second place, I think. And if we can find another 2-star Bloodseeker and a 2-star Legion Commander, clear up some spots and improve our board a bit. I definitely think I want to keep leveling. Like, this build would probably just like really peaks at level 10 when I can just throw as many little 1-star Bloodbounds in there as possible. So, and also have the potential to add in Trolls plus Warlocks. Still gonna hold open the possibility of Chaos Knight though. It's a 3-star. And I'm probably just looking at leveling up in a turn or two here. That's the play. Legion Commander lost her duel, unfortunately. Second one didn't even cast a duel. Ooh, that's a 3-star Lone Druid with the Vlads. That is very, very strong. 3-star Lone Druid, man. I'm rocking a 1-star Legion Commander. I wish I had a 3-star Lone Druid. Nothing much here. I could level first. Yeah, let's level. Throw another Bloodseeker in. Use our reroll. Find anything. Maybe another reroll? Yeah, this one feels really heavily dependent on this Bloodseeker pulling a lot of weight, and I would feel much more comfortable if I had 2-2-star Bloodseekers, because then if one dies, the other one can still carry. Right now, a 1-star Bloodseeker really doesn't carry, because, you know, he dies so fast to, like, anything. But it looks like we're up against another Bloodbound build, and we do manage to take them down and eliminate them in 8th place here. So hopefully some more of those Bloodseekers come back into the pool here for us. That opponent had 2-2-star Bloodseekers, so with a couple rerolls, maybe we find another pair of them. And also, maybe we can find a 2-star Disruptor and a 2-star Legion Commander. Another Vlad's I'm not sure that I really need. Another Moonshard, though, I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, I'm happy with Moonshard. I was actually thinking of Vlad's might go like one Vlad's on Legion Commander, one on Bloodseeker, but they're pretty much going to be on the same target anyway, so might as well give one a Moonshard here. Actually give Moonshard over to the Mirana. Alright, let's spend some rerolls, find a Luna. And Moonshard's better if we do manage to fit a Troll Warlord in here. Okay, that was good. Boom, get a Disruptor. It's not too shabby. I probably want Disruptor maybe to hold the Vladimir's Offering, because he's going to be a little bit stronger and just like right in the middle of the fight most of the time. Yeah, that's probably a better option here. Nice Disruptor ult on nobody. There was somebody in that back line, but then they disappeared. Oh my god, that is the biggest Luna I think I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, that Luna is huge. But my Bloodseeker gets away with it. Nice! Oh man, these fights are so... I don't know about random, but it does feel a little like... Oh, who got the... Like, we both enthralled the opposing Bloodseeker, but the one that I enthralled just got the attacks off first and was able to get the win at the very end. It does feel a little bit luck-based there. I'm just reeling a lot because I know there's upgrades to be found, and I'm just not finding them. Alright, I feel like Troll Warlord's not going to happen. Alright, Mr. Warlock might happen. Would that be better than just this Legion Commander? A second Mr. Warlock? Like, what is Legion Commander really doing for me? Other than dying. And feeding away dual damage. I feel like that's all she's doing, is feeding away dual damage. That kind of feels like what she's doing. At 1 star. Which is unfortunate, because I love me some Legion Commander. Everybody knows I love Legion Commander. I would never want to cut her intentionally. Might be correct though. I definitely cut it for... Oh, never mind. We found a 2-star. Much better. Okay, now that she's 2-starred, I guess I'll keep her. Still just reeling because I do want to get that 2-star secondary Bloodseeker, but then after that, there's not too much more to do. I'm actually going to move Disruptor up a step. Because we're going to be like dashing to their backline. I want him a little bit further forward to spread this 2-cell radius on the Vladimir's offering. He's still up for quite a while in this fight, and everyone's nice and stacked up around him, so that is a good situation for that Vladimir's offering. Fortunately, my Luna did get burst, or everyone else got stunned up and burst, but she did not. She could not carry there at the very end. That all-out attack Eno is probably one of the big counters to this style of composition, which is kind of a problem whenever there's one person with all-out attack Eno. The stuns are just too big. There was also a little bug there where this Bloodseeker, the 2-star Bloodseeker, got stuck inside of the Mr. Warlock right at the start of the fight. And that's a bug that happens, I think it's kind of randomly, but it is very frustrating when it does happen. Because it basically means that you just don't have a unit for part of the fight. He doesn't take damage while he's kind of stunned in there, but it is still definitely an annoyance. Because he's not dealing his damage to his low health target. He doesn't take damage from his own passive though, but he's not immune, I don't think. So it's... hopefully that's something they can fix up sooner rather than later. So we're just following the Bloodseeker. That is the whole fight here, and unfortunately he does not survive, but my opponent is nice and stacked, so this Luna should be able to win the game. Maybe not. Somebody did get onto her, and that is that. Oof. She dealt 12k damage, which is kind of nice. But it's not quite enough. Still cannot find that last Bloodseeker. We're still in first place though, despite losing a couple of recent rounds. Another Vlad's. I mean, I kind of wanted one in... Anyway, so they don't stack, but you can like... you know, if you have one here on this Disruptor and one on the Bloodseekers dash into their backline, then you're basically going to ensure that one of them is always available and up. There's a Bloodseeker. Sweet. Very good. So this Desolator now, I guess, goes on Legion Commander. It's fine. Doesn't attack quite as many targets, though. As much as the Bloodseeker, but I really care more about Bloodseeker surviving than I care about the Legion Commander surviving. One Bloodseeker down, but the other one is definitely up. And there's a Tombstone, which I think is very beneficial to Bloodseeker because there's a lot of things for him to clean up on, but unfortunately he gets hit with a Chaos Knight to the face and cannot get any more kills. Yeah, opponents have a ton of CC. The first Bloodseeker went down really quick, and then the second one just got Chaos Knight ulted to the face, and that was that. I'm kind of starting to wonder if Vigilant is actually that important of an alliance, given what we've been facing here. I kind of feel like it's not. Should I maybe instead just run another Bloodseeker? Or another Bloodbound? Or is Vigilant actually reasonable? Well, this is a mess of a fight. I think in this fight, the Miran is actually really strong. Her getting those extra stuns is pretty impactful to win that fight. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep her in. Hopefully we can find a 3-star Mr. Warlock here, just because we're already running him, and actually I might give him the Desolator, because Legion Commander has a tendency to not actually attack anything. Whereas Mr. Warlock will definitely be attacking. They're at least top 3 here. I don't think we need that axe. I don't think we need any of these. It's another Bloodseeker. Seems like 3-star Chaos Knight's probably out of the picture. 3-star Bloodseeker might not be out of the picture. That might be possible here. We're down to the final 3. So, this is the same one we just got crushed by, but we have made some slight positioning adjustments. No real compositional adjustments, but that is a big Disruptor ult initially. Stuns them all up. We get some pretty good work out of our Bloodseekers. Is it enough? No, it is not enough. Luna does not get that many kills. She's not quite that strong. I think this may be it for us. No! And this opponent just got eliminated, so we got 2nd place with this build. It was pretty cool. I had initially hoped that it would be more of a like a 6 knights or at least 4 knights kind of thing. And then like you have a really tanky front line in front of a Luna who just gets maybe 1 or 2 Bloodbound buffs. But this one worked okay. It never felt like it was super dominant, despite getting, you know, pretty good items. I thought our items were really good this game. There's definitely been games where I've had much worse items. Our like reroll luck was fine. We didn't find any 3 stars. We could have potentially found more, but overall, I'm pretty happy with this build. It's not something you can really force every game, but I do think if you pick up an Ogre Cap, you either want to go towards this style of build with like double Bloodseekers and lots of sacrifices, or a 4/6 Knights where Luna plus Warlock is like your only 2 Bloodbounds, just because you want to run just a normal efficient Knights build with like Necrophos and Trolls and Omni Knight, Abaddon, and so on. I think those are the main options for the style of build. But, you know, a 2nd place, not too shabby, although it's hard to say if I would have been able to beat the who was eventually 1st place, because I lost to the person who got eliminated in 3rd as well. So they were still the Savage Hunters, although they had a lot of CC as well, so probably would have been difficult there, and they had the all-out attack NO, which is also a big struggle for this build. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.